Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews, continuing with all macro beer review month. This time we got the world famous Guinness Draught Stout in my Mets pint glass. I've reviewed Guinness many times before. It was probably one of the first, if not the first, non-fizzy ale beer I ever had. And it's a good transition beer. If all you're used to drinking is Bud Miller Coors, Keystone Light, stuff like that, and you want to just go in the complete opposite direction, I mean, you can usually find Guinness on tap pretty much anywhere. Like your average Applebee's or sports bar or sports arena usually has it. So this is not a craft beer. Diageo is definitely a macro brewery. Though Guinness probably is the world's best-selling ale, I think. And there's 3 different types of Guinness. There's this type, which you're usually used to getting at bars, the draft stout with the nitro widget in it. There's the Guinness Extra Stout, which is essentially the same thing as this, except that it's carbonated and it's like a slightly bigger body. And then there's the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout, which is like I think 6, 7, or 8% ABV, which is pretty big imperial stout. I like that one a lot. So I know a lot of people tend, when all my other Guinness reviews are like, Guinness is great, blah, blah. Like, they're probably thinking of Guinness Extra Stout or the Foreign Extra Stout. So anyways, we're talking about the regular old draft stout. So let's take a look. It looks like a black body, though you can't see it in this light, but it actually is like a ruby red around the edges. Guinness is actually not the darkest beer ever. I love the head on there. It's almost like white. I mean, that's from the nitro, and it'll always stay. That's one of the greatest things about Guinness. It has like it's surprisingly sweet, almost kind of like dairy scent to it. I mean, it just smells like a creamery or something. It does not smell like roasted malt or like your average stout. Yeah, I mean, it actually smells much sweeter than it usually tastes, so let's give it a taste. Cheers. The thing about Guinness is that there isn't really a whole lot of flavor until right on the end. I mean, up front, it's just kind of like a very I was going to say bland. I guess bland is appropriate. I mean, it's a very neutral tasting, let's just say very, very mild beer. Like, usually when you drink a stout, you get like roasted malt, you get, bitterness, chocolate, coffee, stuff like that. You really don't get much of that here up front. I mean, it's just kind of like it's kind of like how the aroma is. It's just like a general, kind of like a dairy or creamer kind of sweetness to it, but nothing like distinct flavors. And on the back end, right as you swallow, you get like a little bit of roasted malt. It's actually quite pleasant. That finish, that last second there, right before it goes down, it is like a nice kind of roasted malt hint of chocolate in there. It's not too bitter, not very bitter. I mean, it's a dry stout. I mean, dry as in, not like a sweet aftertaste, something like that. Like the difference between like, a regular wine and a dry wine, or, ciders like that too. Well, I don't love this beer. I always do like the actual drinking experience of it. The mouthfeel is very, very thin. It's like watery, like as far as like the viscosity of it. But I mean, because it's nitro charged, you have that super, super creamy texture. So it's like really comfortable and smooth in the mouth. Really smooth, really easy going down. I would not call it refreshing though. Yeah, it's a very mild, very. I mean, I know a lot of people, the first time they drink this, are just like find it disgusting, or just because it's so much different than Well, it's funny. It's so much different looking than fizzy yellow beer, but to me, it's like it's only slightly more flavorful than fizzy yellow beer. I'm not saying it tastes bad. I just don't think like, there's so many people who are like Guinness is the greatest beer in the world. I'm like, let me give you like a real stout, like a Russian imperial stout, chocolate imperial stout, something like that. Those are outstanding, fantastic stouts. This is a fine everyday drinking. It's actually, I think it's the same ABV or lighter than Bud Light. Rate beer has it as 4.1. Bud Light's 4.2. And actually, to me, this is actually a light beer. Speaking of rate beer, let's rate it. Aroma, not much there. Give it a 6. I kind of like that, kind of sweet smell to it. Appearance, I'd actually give this a 5 out of 10 on appearance. I just love the way Guinness looks. The head's always going to stick. You're always going to get tons of lacing. Opaque black body. But here's where I knock Guinness down, though. A taste, I'm only going to give it a 5 out of 10 on a taste because it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't really particularly taste good. Maybe I could give it a 6 just because there's like that faint sweetness on the end. But actually, once you get about 2-3 swigs into it just kind of homogenizes. You don't really feel it anymore. Palate. I'd probably give it a 5 out of 5 on a palate, too, for the same reason I just said. It's really comfortable, it's really smooth, and it's only 4.1 ABV, so it's really easy to drink. Like, you can definitely session Guinness. But overall, it's really not that impressive. I'll give it a 12 out of 20 overall. It's a 3.3, which I think is a 6. Or it might even be a 5. Why don't I ever have this stuff ready to go when I should use? 3.3, okay, that's a low 6. I guess that I agree with that. I like Guinness more than I dislike it, but just barely. So, yeah, there you go. Alright, so 6 out of 10 for Guinness. Thanks for watching. Only a few more days of this macro month hell left, and we're back to good old craft beer. So, see you then. Cheers.